again to Match of the Week. You've done well to hang on until this time, and we appreciate it. They usually only put on horror movies at this time, but tonight we're all sweetness and light. The story of Norwich City at the bottom of the First Division against Liverpool at the top. And if you still don't know the result at this stage, you must be the only one in the country who doesn't. But I won't spoil it by giving it away. And later on, we'll be seeing the Dane Alan Simonsen making all the difference to Charlton when they played Newcastle.
We'll also have all the news on the day that Ipswich's 2 transfer-listed men gave them victory at Sunderland, and Luton lost again, this time at Swansea. Justin Fashanu watched Notts County win the Nottingham Derby and is still hopeful of joining them. And Celtic won the Scottish League Cup final. We'll show you how they beat their old rivals Rangers at Hampden Park.
Right, let's start with Norwich City's game with Liverpool. Norwich had won only 3 of their 16 league games so far. Liverpool were 20 points above them at the top of the table. Let's join Carrow Road's biggest crowd for 20 months, a few short of 23,000. Well, Norwich have won their last 2 home games, but not against this quality of opposition. Dave Bennett's still injured, so they keep the side, which gave Liverpool a run for their money last Tuesday at Anfield. John Dean scored 50% of the Norwich goals, and they're going to find it hard unless someone else shares that load. Liverpool have won their last 9 games, with Lawrenson recovering from a groin injury. They're unchanged for the 8th consecutive match. Complacency is probably their biggest danger, but there's not too much of that about. But sadly, we probably won't see their manager Bob Paisly here again. Retiring at the end of the season, already won 19 trophies, 5 times Manager of the Year, and now Manager of the Month, a record 19 times, making a Player of the Month award to Chris Woods before the start. Well, seconds from the kickoff, and they're still trying to get in. John Hunting from Leicester, FIFA referee in charge, and it's Norwich City to kick off. The atmosphere of a special occasion here. Norwich City, bottom but one of the First Division, against Liverpool, who won more, lost less, scored more, conceded less than any other side in the First Division. Kennedy looking for Dalglish down the middle, and Woods is out quickly. Dalglish has had some good games here, particularly in partnership with David Johnson. Souness getting in there, bidding O'Neill, trying to get Rush away. Harida, Rush, not only fast, but very good in the penalty area. Arge Harida. Kennedy and Dean. Quite a soft, playable pitch here. Quite a bit of moisture and rain in the last few days. Harida forward for Dean. Dean turning well. In neatly to Birchin. Van Wick's in there. Peels for handball. And on the edge of the area, inside or outside? Should have been inside, the Norwich City players think, by the way their heads are hanging, by the way O'Neill is remonstrating. But quite clearly, the incident was there that the referee spotted. Inside or outside? He says outside. Free kick. Maguire, Watson, Dean on the ball. Barham is there. Barham replacing it. Here he goes. Hits the wall. Dean. Great volley and an acrobatic catch by Bruce Grobbelaar. So the free kick drilled against the wall. Now that's an awful run coming to Dean, and that was on its way in, certainly. Birchin and whacked away by Johnson offside. Well-known Liverpudlian Dave Watson takes it. That goes Birchin. Neil turning. Does well to keep it in. Lee controls superbly. Norwich City get possession though. Walford and Maguire. But cut out by Souness, although it's bouncing about there. Again, the ricochet comes to Norwich. O'Neill. Maguire can't get in there. Pumped away, O'Neill's battling for it. There goes Haylock on the right. Closed down already, and that's a foul. Two players were onto him so fast. Indirect free kick given, but could so easily have been direct. All Liverpool back except Rush. Mass waiting for the kick. Watson making, or ready to make a run in with Dean in front of him. Birchie coming in too. Up goes Watson. Harida's in there. Harida again. Appealing arms go up in that penalty area as Harida's shot just whistles by the post. Not a clean head at all there, but they're competing well for it, and it comes to Harida well. And quick poke at it, and touched away. Lawrenson pumps it forward, Rush is here, Harida with him. Lawrenson supporting from midfield. Souness, Lee on the right. This is Lee. Maguire's tackle. In goes Lee again. A good one, and Dalglish cuts out easily to Craig Johnston. Kennedy. Good positive drive forward, Dalglish. Touch to Rush, is in. And Kennedy's over there to try and retrieve it. It's put away by Van Wyck. What a fine move. Left only with a couple of yards, but that's plenty for him. Nice touch, Dalglish. Good shot, and just touched over. Haylock forward, up goes Dean. Kennedy wins. Lawrenson leaning on O'Neill, and Liverpool showing a bit of physical power in midfield, as well as some passing. Thompson. Dalglish with Watson. Dalglish has got inside him. Having another go now. And Watson gets a foot to it, but Sammy Lee picking up the rebound. Craig Johnson. A lot of Liverpool players up here now. Kennedy drives. On target, all right. That goalkeeper would sort of comfortably. No threat really here, but it was certainly hit cleanly enough. In goes Neal. And Birchin might have this against Thompson. Dean gets into the penalty area. Dean the touch. And here comes Maguire. Hit Johnston again. Van Wyck changes it to Haylock. O'Neill beats Kennedy. Good one. And well pulled out by Grobbelaar. Purple patch there, certainly, for Norwich City. That was good play, particularly by Birchin on the left-hand side. And then, as it ricochets out, it comes to Mick Maguire. But at the other end, it's Rush breaking forward. And he stumbles, but regains balance. Lee. Dalglish. Good drive. Inches over. They broke forward truly there, all right. Rush seemed as if he'd lost it before Lee found Dalglish, but too strong. Dean getting the better of Lawrenson and Hansen there. But Thompson taking his time about pushing it forward, and Maguire got a challenge in there, but bounces to Rush, given away on both sides. Walford gets it back again. And there's the whistle for the end of the first half. Well, the best moments were probably at the beginning and at the end of this 45 minutes. In between, there was a lot of good professional play, a lot of good competition, but very few chances so far. But By no means are Norwich out of this, and they're certainly not being outclassed. They're very much in this competition here. Half-time is 0-0. All the seats sold in this game for the first time since the newsstand was open. As we start the second half, Liverpool kicking from left to right. We've seen them look sharper, but that must be something to Norwich City's credit. Norwich can be reasonably satisfied with the first half. 2 or 3 useful openings, half chances anyhow. But Liverpool have been restricted to just a couple themselves. But one moment of relaxation at the back, and there could be trouble for Chris Woods. Birchin making a good run. Van Wyk is getting into the penalty area. There's a chance of getting a cross in, but we're a long way off that. Haylock with the throw. Watson coming to help him here. It's a tricky one for everybody. As Dean gets in and competes. And Birchin! Great block. Flag was up for offside. Still a moment of hope to hang on to for Norwich and their supporters. Good challenge there by Dean. And in goes Birchin. Well blocked by the shin and knees of the goalkeeper, but offside at this stage. Breaking to Barham and Haylock. Souness. Kennedy. There haven't been many Norwich assaults in the last 10 minutes. Liverpool beginning to get a grip. Rush against Harida. Craig Johnston. That wasn't far away. That was a real opportune effort. Things beginning to get busier for Norwich City defence and Chris Woods. Touched by Dean. Birchin. Barham out there. How can he get a better cross in this time? Birchin's got into the penalty area. Birchin here, chesting it down to Mick Maguire. Not an easy ball, but it should have been better than that. Orford. O'Neill. Foul. Very few fouls in the second half. Indeed, throughout the game. However, Harida has come up for this over the far side for Van Wyk's kick. Watson is in there too, and the crowd roar. Up goes Harida. Maguire hooking it back in. Away by Hansen. Barham turning one, but not two. He keeps it. Does well. And going for the return. Barham's in there. He tumbles. A corner given. Quarter of an hour left. It's 0-0 still. It's Dave Watson on the near post for their second corner of the game. Up goes Watson. Dean! He put it in! And Dean races away. They never catch him. Real joy there. A scrappy corner because it wasn't cleared at all by anybody, but when it comes to Dean, he puts it in very neatly with a cunning little lob. Worth saving again. Trouble here for Liverpool. Even more now as Dean shows a bit of quality there. John Dean, the man who's carried such responsibility for Norwich City this season, puts them ahead here with 15 minutes left. Ken Brown, so far it's been a good day for him. His side leading by 1-0. His daughter Amanda news that she's just won the Australian Junior Tennis Championship. Sammy Lee from Souness forward for Dalglish. He might get the other side of Watson. Watson bungling forward. Dalglish trying to turn him. Blocked by the foot. And a great save from Johnson. Oh, they were in trouble there, all right. Terrific pass forward, and Dalglish showing his strength as well as his skill. Gets the shot in. It's blocked, but now a chance here for the rebound, really, of Haylock. So he's certainly burst to life now. Hansen got a foot for it. Played by Byron and Burton, running as hard as ever. Kept it in and pulled it back. Dean, and in goes Van Wyk. Dean. What a difference the goal was made. Not so much to Burton and Dean, who run hard, worked hard throughout, but even Van Wyk has come into the game now. Burton crashed into the advertising boards at the end there. They're just replacing them. Burton seems to be all right. I think the boards have suffered a bit of an injury. Crash goes Burton. Dean works hard on it. Van Wyk comes over to pinch the ball here. That's a good steal. And then the shot, which is too high. Now Liverpool back again. Well pinched by Kennedy. Rush on his left. Forward to Craig Johnston. Woods has got to get there. As Dalglish came in. This is much sharper. Dean does well there. Hansen taking no chances. Sewell's 2 against 1. It would have been a terrible risk to try and dribble his way out of that one. Here's O'Neill. And here's Barham. It's a fine ball to him. Can he put it back? Oh, that's a good challenge by Kennedy as Barham goes down and is hurt. Mel Machin looking anxiously at the injury and trying to give a few instructions as well as Ross-Jack, the substitute, warms up. It could well be needed here. The corner's being taken with Barham off the field of play. Out comes Grobbelaar. Can he get it forward quickly? 3 against 2 here. Wolford has it. Good one. Etchin does well to close it down. Delays the game a few seconds more. But here's how the injury to Barham happened. He was in a superb position here, but it was a great and late tackle by Kennedy, and he's hurt his knee there, all right. 2.5 minutes on the official clock for Ross-Jack. His side leading by 1-0. Immediately involved. Flicked on away by Thompson. Ross-Jack here. Well, that's a sad sight for Mark Barham, with his side leading the league leaders by 1-0. Other problems for him. Watson. Whistle's gone. The excitement and the injury have brought Ken Brown down to ground level, and the doctor there. Dean does well. O'Neill. Good shot. Very well hit volley. Bouncing ball, kept it low. Dean chesting it down. O'Neill hitting it well. Up goes Thompson. And a good win by Dave Watson, the Liverpudlian, who enjoyed that one. Minute of injury time already. Souness changing direction well. Hansen with a fine game. lead. Norwich working desperately to keep him out. Woods comes out for this. And rolled invitingly to Ross Jack. Still a little bit more time up here as Birchin runs. And loses. Dalglish chasing this one. Dalglish might be in here if he tips it over the top. In comes Rush. Harida was harassing him. Appeals to the referee. 2 or 3 Liverpool players have gone to John Hunting saying that was unfair harassment by Rush. On Rush by Harida, but he wants nothing of it. And it must be all over now for Liverpool. 2 minutes of injury time. Don't come down quick enough for Grobbelaar. Cut straight back. Clay Johnson a flick on. And there's the whistle. It's all over. And there's the headline of the day. Norwich City beat Liverpool. The goal by John Dean, 75 minutes. So after 9 consecutive wins, Liverpool proved they are human. It won't perhaps knock them off the top of the table, but they will certainly do Norwich City a power of good at the other end. Final score, Norwich 1, Liverpool 0. Well, Ken Brown said it was the most satisfying win of his managerial career. Bob Paisly said it could have gone either way, but Norwich just about deserved it. And the hero, John Dean.
Oh, it was a super game to play in. Probably the most enjoyable game I've had in my career for just tension and complete enjoyment of the 90 minutes.
You were very close to having a penalty in the first minute.
Yes, all our lads thought it was a penalty. I had a scuffle for the ball with Craig Johnston, went at Phil Thompson, tried to flick it inside the keep. The ball bobbled up and it looked like Phil Neal tried to stop it going behind him with his hand. The referee spotted it and blew up, but he said it was outside the box. But the television evidence might prove different.
And then you had that volley, which Grobbelaar saved well.
Yeah, Keith told me he was offside for that. If it had gone in, I'd have probably told him to get off the pitch.
But then when we got to the second half and Liverpool perhaps getting a little bit on top, it came to the 75th minute. What was going through your mind then?
Yeah, Liverpool were getting on top, I suppose. We were working very hard at our game and keeping our positions as good as we could. And I felt as though a goal probably would win it either way. We worked the corner, which we often do, and Dave Watson flicked it on for me, came through, and I set it up nicely, took my time with it, but then I missed it over Craig Johnson's head into the other corner.
And quickly, your assessment of Liverpool now?
Yeah, they're a very good team. They'll definitely be in the shake-up for the League Championship at the end, but we played Man United last week, and they're a very good team too. I fancy it to be between them 2 teams.
John Dean. Now the bad news. Mark Barham suffered knee